Hi, my name is Allie and welcome back to another weekly reading vlog. Alright, so right now I'm currently exporting the week, not last week, but the week before reading vlog because I didn't vlog last week. I took a little break from reading. But I am posting that vlog from the week before because I did do some reading that week. And so yeah. But I am in a major reading mood right now, so I decided to pick the camera back up. And hopefully this week we get a lot of reading done is the hope. So why don't we get into what I'm currently reading at the moment. Now my first book that I'm reading in my number one priority that I am reading right now is The Stolen Heir by Holly Black. Dust Jacket is downstairs right now. But I am currently on page 268 of this book, so I'm obviously more than halfway through. I just have this much to go. Making some progress. I hope to actually finish this today, if not today, tomorrow morning. So that's the goal today for this book. I am really enjoying this. I love our main character, Ren. So Ren is pretty much the fallen queen from in the Cruel Prince series. You know what? I just decided that this is going to be spoilers if I talk about it. And I don't want to spoil the end of the Cruel Prince series. So I'm just going to say you need to read the Cruel Prince series in order to understand like where our main character Ren came from. Because I don't want to spoil anything for the end of the Cruel Prince series. So I recommend you read that series before you read this one. Otherwise it will kind of give you a spoiler for that series. So yeah, I'm obsessed with her though. I also am obsessed with Oak, which is Jude's the main character from the Cruel Prince series. Jude, it's her little sister, or not her little sister, her little brother Oak is the love interest of our main character Ren in this story. And I'm obsessed with both of them. I'm obsessed with their interactions. I totally am shipping them. I am excited to see where things are going. And Holly Black is just so good when it comes to this world. Like, this world, beautiful. And I honestly don't know which one is going to be my preferred series. I want to finish this series before I decide which series is my favorite series, but I am obsessed with this book. I'm leaning towards the 5 stars, and I'm just looking forward to what this book has to offer, and I'm really looking forward to what the series has to offer as a whole. So those are my thoughts on The Stolen Heir. I also recently bought and picked up this book. I bought this book and 2 other books in the same series because I started one of the books on my phone while I was at work, and I was like, I want the whole series and I want it now. So I bought them, and I'm on chapter 6, page 36 of Hooked by Emily McIntyre. I think that's how you say her name. So pretty much this is a dark contemporary novel. The second one, which is Scarred, is a dark royal romance. And the last one is a dark contemporary romance as well. And this is a dark contemporary romance. Contemporary? I don't think that's the right word. Hold on. Yeah, it's a dark contemporary romance. That is the right word. Sorry, I had to double check that I was using it correctly. Here's Scarred, the second one. And then the third one is Wretched. These are all loosely based off of fairy tales. This is based off of Peter Pan. So Hooked, Captain Hook, and then our main character is Wendy. Second one is about The Lion King. Our main character is Fossa, and the girl is Sarah, which I don't know. And then I don't know what Wretched is based off of. I have no idea what, I'll have to look into it. I have no idea what it's based off of. But anyways, I am really enjoying this. It's definitely exactly what it says it is, which is a dark contemporary romance. And it's really interesting to see the twist on these fantasies that we grew up with. I'm only 6 chapters in, which is only like 35 pages into it, so I'm really not far enough to give you a lot of answers. But pretty much Peter Michaels, I'm just confusing myself. So we have Wendy, our main character, and her dad is Peter Michaels, who Hook, our main character, is trying to kill because he has some vendetta against him. And so obviously there strikes a romance between Hook, our main character, one of our main characters, and Wendy, the other main character, and that's all I know. So this will be interesting. And Hook is also is like the leader of a gang, or like co-leader of a gang. I don't know. It's really interesting. He likes to kill people. Very graphic. A lot to handle. But yeah, that's that. And that's these 2 books that I recently hauled. So thought I would show you those. Another book that I recently hauled that I plan on picking up, hopefully in this vlog, is Where the Drowned Girls Go by Shauna McGuire. The last book in the Wayward Children series that came out in January. I forget, it's like Lost in the Moment or something like that. But I have to read this one before I'm able to read that one. So I want to read this one and quickly purchase the next one, so I'm all caught up on the series. The rest of the series is right here behind me. Love the Wayward Children series. I mean, this one is going to be, I'm pretty sure, because the last one was an individual story. So I'm pretty sure this is going to be a group story, which is not my favorite. So I'm not looking forward to that, but I know it'll be a quick read. And then we are on to my very last read that I'm currently reading, that I have started. I started it this morning. Actually, technically, I started it yesterday. And that is, it's a reread, and that is Chain of Gold by Cassandra Clare. So this month, Chain of Thorns came out. It is already out, and I'm super behind. I have already read Chain of Gold and Chain of Iron. I remember absolutely nothing. Like, literally have no idea what happened. It's like such a brain fog over the last 2 books. Like, I feel like in order to get the full experience of these books, I need to reread them. And I'm annotating so I can really like take in these books for what they are and, you know, fall in love with the story again, because I remember loving these books, but I have no recollection of what they're about. So I'm going to reread them, and then as soon as I read the second one, I will purchase the third one and also do a vlog where I'm reading the third one. But for now, I am on kind of like an interval chapter. Days passed. This is like two pages, and then I am on chapter 2. So pretty much on chapter 2. Honestly, this is the one that I want to read the most right now. Like, all I want to do is sit down and read Chain of Gold. Like, it's just what I'm in the mood to read right now. But I'm going to set this one down. I really want to finish Stolen Heir today. I've been reading this for too long, and I really want to finish it. I might read Chain of Gold like in between today. But these 2 books are my main priority for the day because it's what I feel like reading and what I want to finish today. So yes, my computer has been listening to me. I hate it when it does that. So yeah, that is the update on all the books that I'm currently reading. It's a lot, but I'm honestly just in a big reading mood and I'm having a great time. So I thought I would start this vlog, and I'm hoping to post this other vlog today. So yeah, I will see you once I've done some more reading and do something worth talking about. Bye. so it's been a while since I've updated. It is now Thursday, my second day off of the week, February 16th. And I just thought I would pop in and talk about my reading updates, because I have done some reading. I have finished some books, I've started some books, I've gotten into some books, and let's just catch up since I haven't talked to you for like 2 days. So let's get started. First update I wanted to give you is that I finished reading The Stolen Heir by Holly Black, gave it 5 out of 5 stars. I want to finish the series before I figure out which series is my favorite as a whole. But I don't know, this compared to Cruel Prince, it's really hard to compare because I love them both so much. And I think really I want to compare them as whole series. And so I want to finish this series before I really judge it compared to the Cruel Prince series. But I loved it, 5 out of 5 stars. Definitely missed being in this world so much, and I'm glad I was able to jump back into this world again. Holly Black is so talented with creating Elfhame. Like, if there's one thing Holly Black knows how to do, it's Elfhame. Like, she's clean. So love that. Gonna put this on my shelf. Whoops. And now I have 2 books next to me that I have started, and I have gotten some of the way through. The first book I want to talk about is Hooked by Emily McIntyre. I am up to page 154, chapter 24, about halfway through. I would say pretty close, halfway through. Really enjoying this. I was gonna tab it, but that's why there's one tab in here, but then I decided no, I don't want to tab it. This is just a trashy, dark romance, and I'm just honestly having a really good time reading it. It's super easy for my brain to read. I go through it super, super fast, and I'm honestly just here for a good time. And that's what this book is giving me, is a good time. So that's why I'm so far into it, because I just read it so fast. The chapters are so short. I'm just like, I can read another chapter, I can read another chapter, and I just keep reading. So yes, I'm excited to continue this book and excited to continue the series. I'm most excited for the second one because it's more of a fantasy-esque plot, and I'm a fantasy girly. I love fantasy, so you know I'm here for that fantasy-esque plot. But I am enjoying Hooked for what it is. The next book that I'm reading, I am thoroughly enjoying it. I decided to reread this series because the third one just came out, and that series is Chain of Gold, The Last Hours trilogy, book 1, which is Chain of Gold. I am on chapter 7, page 178. As you can see, I am annotating it, and I am loving it. I am loving it. This is my first Cassandra Clare book that I've annotated, and I'm having a really good time while I'm doing it. I'm annotating literally everything in this book. I just love it so much. I am so glad I decided to go back and reread this series, because when I read it the first time, I was in a major reading slump, and I don't think I gave it the love that it deserved. And so I just kind of read through it without really thinking. And now, like, the second time I'm reading it, I'm appreciating it so much more. And that's why I wanted to do this reread, so I would be ready for the third book and really, like, appreciate the series for what it is. So after I read the first and second one, then I will buy the third one. But for now, we are reading Chain of Gold and thoroughly enjoying ourselves. So yes, that is what I'm currently reading. I also have a book next to me. I hope to start it. I won't start it in this vlog. I definitely hope to start it in the next vlog. And that is Where the Drowned Girls Go by Shauna McGuire. This is, so I don't know what number this is. Number something in the Wayward Children series. The rest of the books are right here behind me. There's one more that was just released in January, and I want to be all the way caught up with the series, and so I need to read this one. And then I can read her newest release, and then I will be all caught up. Love this series. This book, the last book was an individual story, so I believe this will be a group story. Not looking forward to that. The individual stories tend to be my favorite ones. So we'll see. I still tend to enjoy them and give them like 3 stars, but I usually give the individual ones 4 or 5 stars. So, and these usually stay at, the group ones usually stay at 2 or 3 stars. So that's my reading plans, what I plan on reading. And so yeah, I have the day off. It is currently 1 in the afternoon. And I plan on just chilling and reading for the rest of the afternoon. So yeah, I'll get some B-roll of me doing that, and I will see you once I have done some more reading. Bye. Hello, so I'm back with another update. It is currently the next day. I believe I updated yesterday from what I remember. It's Friday. Yesterday was Thursday. I don't know what day it is. February 17th, maybe. I don't know. Whatever day it is, I have done some reading since I updated you last, and so I thought I would update you on what I have been reading. So all I've done is read some more of Chain of Gold by Cassandra Clare. I am just enthralled with this book right now. Like, I can't think about anything else but this book. I can't read about anything else but this book, which is normal for Cassandra Clare books for me. Like, once I start reading them, like, I become absolutely obsessed with them and can't put them down until, like, I'm finished with them. And so I'm really glad I reread this because I didn't have that experience the first time I read it. So I'm glad I'm able to experience it the second time I'm reading it. As I'm reading it, I'm remembering a lot more that has happened. And so I've been like annotating, like, what's the word I'm looking for? It's like when the author puts like hints in the book of something that's going to happen in the future. I cannot think of the word for it right now. I know there's a word for it and it's going to drive me nuts if I cannot think of it, but you know what I mean. So yeah, I've been annotating and like putting little notes and stuff. And I'm really enjoying it because I've never annotated like that before. So I'm really enjoying doing that during this experience. So yeah, really enjoying this book. I am on page 265. So I am almost halfway. According to Goodreads, I'm 45% of the way through. So I'm almost halfway through. Made some good progress. I'm still annotating, as you can see, and I'm just having a lot of fun annotating. I've left the dust jacket on for this one. Usually I take it off, but I'm really obsessed with this dust jacket. So I've been keeping it on because it's so beautiful and I just like to look at it. So I've been keeping it on for this time around. So yeah, super enjoying this book. Super excited to continue reading it. I do work today, later this afternoon, and I work till 8 o'clock tonight, so that'll be fun. I might do some reading when I get home, might just go to bed. Hopefully, though, I will do some reading tomorrow before I go to work, because I don't go to work till 1 again tomorrow, and I've already done some reading this morning, so hopefully tomorrow before I go to work, I can get some more reading done as well. But yeah, just having a really good time reading this book right now. Definitely recommend. If you decide to read the series, I definitely recommend starting with the Clockwork series first by Cassandra Clare, because that talks about like their parents and stuff, and they refer to the battle that occurred in that series a lot in this series. And so if you just want to have like context of the history, I think it would be beneficial for you to read the Clockwork series, because it just gives you a lot more context on the history of what's happening in this book. So yeah, that's my recommendation for this series. After that, you can go into the Mortal Instruments and the Dark Artifices. That's the order I read them in. Obviously, this has been the latest series I've read from her, because this is her newest series. So yeah, and I've heard there's connections to the Dark Artifices series in this book, so I'm curious to see what those connections are. So yeah, that'll be really interesting. But yeah, having a great time reading this, really recommend. I am going to continue reading this until it's time for me to go to work. Might make some food before I go to work. But yeah, I hope, fingers crossed, my car is ready to go before then. I'm getting my tires changed. And so yeah, I will see you when I update again. Bye. Hello. So your girl is coming to you live from her living room to wrap up this reading vlog a week later. We love that for me, but we're not going to talk about it. Things happen. I just got done editing most of this vlog. All I need to do is wrap it up, and then I'll be ready to post it and I can start my next vlog. So why don't we get into what I read during this reading vlog. So the first thing that I read and that I finished actually was The Stolen Heir by Polly Black. I already talked about this, so I'm not gonna talk about it much more. Just gonna say I gave it 5 out of 5 stars, and I cannot wait for the second one to come out. This is gonna be a fun adventure, I think, and I can't wait for the rest of the series. So that's this book that I finished. Glad I was able to finish at least one book during this reading vlog. The next book that I started during this vlog, and I'm about halfway through, I would say is Hooked by Emily McIntyre. I am on chapter 24, page 154. I'm enjoying this. This is my easy read, something to just, you know, read that doesn't require a lot of brain power. It's a dark contemporary romance, which I mentioned a lot in this vlog. So, like I said, I've already talked about this. I'm not going to go super into depth into it. But I am enjoying it. It's a nice, easy read, and I really fly through it. So, if you're looking for a nice romance, fast read, I definitely recommend this one. And then the last book, and is my current obsession right now, and I can't put down, except for I did for a week, but we're not talking about that. Anyways, the next book that I read, and I am about 3/4 of the way through it. I made it up to part 2 the last time that I read it. And that book is Chain of Gold by Cassandra Clare. This is the Last Hours trilogy by Cassandra Clare. This is book 1. I am rereading this series because Chain of Thorns just came out not too long ago, and I want to, you know, reread the series, be up to date on everything that's happened. I am having so much fun reading this. I'm annotating it too. This, Cassandra Clare is so good at writing because there are so many characters in this story that it's honestly kind of hard to figure out who is who, which is another reason why I recommend the Clockwork series before you read it, because it will help you understand the characters, because there's a lot of characters in here. But she manages to find a way to make you care about every single one of these characters, like, intimately. And I think it takes a lot of talent in order for an author to do that. And not only that, but the plot is also, like, amazing. I love all of her plots and just the way they tie into the story and how they connect to other stories in this universe. It's quite extraordinary in my opinion, and I'm just having the best time reading this. I'm going to continue reading this today, but this is going to be the last time I talk about it in this vlog. So yes, I really wanted to start Where the Drowned Girls Go, but that did not happen. Maybe I will start it in my next vlog, but maybe I won't. I'm not going to make any promises anymore because I'm really bad at keeping those promises, is something that I have learned. So there is a cricket tab in here I need to fix. So this book right here, I love her, and we will cherish her, and I'm going to continue to read her today. So that will be fun. Can't wait to do that. And yeah, I will see you in my next vlog. And yeah, that's all I have to say. Bye.